like that? A night like that because of baseball in this town in a long time.
No.
Good morning, everybody. It's a Wednesday.
If you didn't see last night, you won't believe it. You won't.
You absolutely won't believe it because I did not make it to the ninth inning. And I saw it this morning when I walked in. I looked over your shoulder because you were given some pretty good size. And then there was a few colorful words. I thought, okay, I got to see what's going on. Looked over your shoulder and I saw 10 and 12-year-olds played this past weekend. And I felt like I was back at the ballpark, the corner ballpark.
The ballpark.
Oh. It just, I couldn't believe it.
No. And, it looked like it was going to be for lack of a better term, a glorious
Victory.
finish to the game.
Right.
I mean, it was, the way they battled back. Well, Baez battled back. Rodriguez pitched a pretty good game. I mean, he had one really bad pitch, the home run. Kepler was the only one.
He had a QS.
Yeah, he had a quality start. Exactly. Unfortunately, the Tigers effed it up. I mean, Baez hits a 3-run homer. It puts him up 4-3.
In the eighth.
Yeah. Go to the bottom of the eighth. And Fulmer walks the first guy. I said, oh, boy. Why can't we just enjoy anything? And he got out of it. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's opening
That was the scare. That was supposed to be the scare of the night.
Yes, right. And then so you bring in your supposed closer, and he's been pretty good. So 8 straight balls. 8 straight balls. So they go, first and second, nobody out. They get a guy out. And then you heard the play. Sano hits a line drive to right field. And it would have been I wouldn't even say difficult. It would have been a nice catch by Grossman. He had to run a little bit. But the ball goes off the webbing of his glove. He does a really good job of getting the ball in. Minnesota, for some reason, decides to hold the guy at third, which was ridiculous. That guy should have scored.
Well, they were going to have bases loaded.
Didn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference. They should have sent the guy. Anyway, so because of that, Sano, who hits the ball, for some reason decides he's going to go to second. The guy on second goes, oh my God, there's 2 guys on second. I better go to third. So what happens is you basically have 2 guys at third base, close, okay? So Haas, well, what are you trying to run down when you're a catcher? He came in for Barnard to pinch it earlier in the game. You run the guy back and you tag one of them, okay? So he starts to run the guy back for about a second, and then he tries to throw the ball to Candelaria. Instead of just throwing the ball like a normal human being, he lofts the ball and it goes into left field. And 2 runs score, and they lose a game like that. Look, I'm not going to say it's season-defining or, but it's a gut cruncher. I mean, it is early, and they do have the same record they had last year at this time at 6-10. You know how that ended, especially in this early stretch of the season. But, man, because we were feeling pretty damn good, at least I was. Baez, you sent me an email even before Baez's home run, how much you were enjoying Correa's struggle.
Well, and that was, I at first had sent it, I was going to send it after 1. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to hit the send button yet. I'm going to wait till after he bets twice.
Yeah.
And then he strikes out again. And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, should I wait? No, I'm going to send it. And then he strikes out again.
Yes, and then
That's what we're talking about.
Enjoy this.
With that and getting Baez and how clutch he has been. He's directly responsible, I believe, for 2 wins, or this thing could even be more off the rails right now. And he should have been responsible for a third. Last night, man, I haven't felt this way about a game. And I was like John. I went to bed.
Turn left onto Lone Pine Road.
I just couldn't believe what I saw. I don't remember the last time I felt this way. That's why we did Another One Bites the Dust. It was very Lions-like.
Look, I usually stay up to 11.
In 3 miles, turn
early. We'll watch the game in bed, switching between that and the NBA, and then, see Baez's home run. I was, all right. And so I just watched it, and after they scored, after Fulmer walked the first guy, I kind of dozed off him.
Yeah.
Maybe it was subconsciously because if they blew it, I didn't want to see it. But I woke up again right after for the top of the ninth.
Yeah.
Saw that.
How many times do we have to go over this? You're the jinx. Just leave it off. Keep your eyes closed.
No, sometimes when I leave, bad things happen. Anyway, so we watched the game. End of the game, and Cindy was paying half attention. She's playing some game on her phone, what was that? I said, you know what? I don't know. Let's see it again.
Oh.
You know, put it back on the DVR.
Yeah.
And of course, because I am an idiot, no matter how late I have to get up or how early I have to get up,
Yeah.
something like that, instead of just turning it off and going to sleep immediately all pissed off, I want to wait and see what AJ has to say and see what Eric Haas has to say. And I go to sleep, and then at 2:30 in the morning, I wake up because I see the play again, and while I'm sleeping, God, it was, you know, the consequences are not...
Times the bike
The
stuff.
consequences are not that great as other incidents, but I just don't want to be in the shower 5 years from now and seeing that play like I did with Robert
I mean,
Williams'
this
shot.
is one of
Hopefully you'll be more
162.
focused.
You know, it's in the grand scheme of things, does it matter how much? Well, we'll see. Look, this thing could set the tone for a real bad road trip potentially. They need to get back today and get a win, and just this goes away then.
Yeah.
Okay, but this was a 3-ring circus. This was a 10-alarm fire, and fundamentally, I mean, let's go back to the Yankee game last week. You know, making poor fundamental plays. You know, Grossman should have caught that ball. He's a major league player, right? He got to catch that ball. You know, closers and what you said about Fulmer, but also Soto. You know, when you start walking people to start an inning, that's a bad thing. But all kidding aside and all that, roller coaster, you know, closers go through roller coaster saves. You don't remember it. A lot of, how many times have closers gotten out of that and they get an ugly save? You know, that's kind of the business to a degree. Right?
Yeah.
And you thought that was going to happen last night.
But you just, I know I'm going down this road a lot now where I say the book. It's the 101.
You learned that in Little League.
And you don't throw that baseball if you're Eric Haas.
No.
You don't.
No, you have moms and dads shouting from the sidelines, don't throw the ball around. Don't put it out there. I mean, he's standing on third base. Like that, when you're talking about the pitcher catching a fly ball, right? We talked about this last week in the Yankees game in the first inning. It's, hey, that is Tucker Barnhart's call. That should be either first or second base, or sorry, first or third base coming in. That is baseball 101.
Exactly. And if
Same
I'm
with
AJ
this.
Hinch, I'm like, seriously, guys, what the heck is going on here right now? And I go back, I have a major problem last week with Candelario not running in on that pop-up.
Yeah.
He didn't even move. I mean, come on. What the hell? I mean, seriously. And wake up, guys.
He was a little slow getting the ball out of his glove. Or before that play, could have been a double play on the first out, too, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, yeah, that was just awful. You mentioned AJ Hinch. Here's what AJ Hinch had to say about that ugly ending.
That was an ugly ending to an otherwise well-played game. I thought we did a lot of good things tonight and put ourselves in a position, and then a mess of a ninth inning. So it starts with the walks, and with a weird play where we almost felt like we had second life when they didn't score on Sano's ball, and Hossie flips the ball into left field. So it's a painful loss. Got to try to take some good out of it, but ugly ending.
And he elaborates even further.
I mean, he made a mistake. I mean, I think I'll have to look at the play more in depth. I mean, from the look at the ball took off on Robbie first off on the line drive, and it tips off his glove, and then did a good job of getting the ball in, and then they had overrun the bases, and that created a little bit of a mess. But obviously, it's not. There's no play at third base at that point. But you know, I chalk it up to a lot of a mess of an inning.
Yeah, mess of an inning, which started with 8 straight balls. Here is what Eric Haas had to say about that lovely throw.
Never had a good grip. Coming in from the outfield, slipped, freaking grabbed a big old mud ball and just sailed it. I mean, base running mishap by them. I was going to run the guy back, tag both, and there'd be no one at home. So just tried to pitch it and just sailed it.
You knew it. You just said you were going to run it back. That's what he should have done.
If he said he was trying to pitch it,
Well, yeah. Well,
was it an Ephus pitch?
I have no idea. But he just said he was going to run it back to third, so why didn't you?
And the mud ball excuse. I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
He played with a mud ball the entire game. It's a joke, seriously. And I'll double down on this, and I'll go to the Red Wings. What an absolute embarrassment last night.
Oh, that didn't bother me.
No. If you don't have a problem with the Maple Leafs taking over that arena and having that Austin Matthews 60-goal celebration, what a joke.
Why
It's
should,
high time we start holding our teams accountable around here a little bit.
why shouldn't they take over the arena? It's their home game.
Oh, gosh, I thought it was a home last night. I'm
No,
an idiot.
no.
I'm so sorry.
It's
All
okay.
right, you can put me in the jail for now.
I was trying to wonder, what are you...
I would have swore it was a home game last night.
No.
That actually changed, and that's why. From the whole COVID stuff, it was originally supposed to be a home game, and they flip-flop a February game. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
So,
now
yeah.
just gets his 60th.
Ticket text it. There you go.
All right. I just want to say hello to Heather. Hi, Heather.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Good morning.
Very good.
Thanks,
Make sure
Johnny.
you're alive.
Starting route to 1035 West 12 Mile Road.
Some draft stuff. Very interesting conference.
In 1.6 miles, turn right onto Woodward Avenue.
More on the Tiger debacle and some amazing NBA games.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. 97 minutes.
Hey, if you want to get away, maybe you're one of the Tigers, you want to get away, relax, and just simply have a good time, get to the D Las Vegas for everything you need. The D is taking all the necessary precautions to make sure your stay is safe and you can enjoy all the comforts of a high-end Las Vegas hotel without missing out on any of the high gaming energy and nightlife that you're looking for. Remember, if you want a great steak, the best one in Vegas, it's right there at Andiamo Steakhouse. Something a bit more casual. You got a couple of options. The D Grill, American Coney Island, whatever you're looking for, they've got at the D. At the D Las Vegas, the staff can set you up with a round of golf, and you can party all night at the Long Bar. So get a group together, get to the D Las Vegas, book a room at thed.com. That's thed.com. Or if you're staying on the Strip, make sure you put the D Las Vegas in downtown Vegas on your agenda. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, taking a look at the drive this morning, not looking too bad as usual. Light traffic volumes at this hour. No reports of accidents, and traffic volumes still pretty light in most areas. We do have some road work going on. Of course, Southfield Freeway southbound at Michigan Avenue still have that right lane closure, and that will be there through late May. Southbound Northwestern Highway, which is the M10 Service Drive at Losser, right lane closure is coming up today. Also construction daily through mid-July. M5 southbound from 14 to 13 mile right lane closures. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Don't rely on just your cell phone to connect to the internet. Enjoy a year of free high-speed home internet service when you add one line of unlimited mobile with 5G for only $30 a month when you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right. Get fast, reliable home internet for free when you add one line of unlimited mobile with 5G for only $30 a month. Act now to get this incredible deal so you can enjoy more streaming, gaming, chatting, sharing, and everything else that you love for less. With free high-speed internet at home and unlimited mobile with 5G, you never have to settle for just one. To learn more, go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 4/28/22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet 50 megabits per second customers with an Xfinity Mobile Unlimited line. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage.
At the next light, turn right.
Schmidt. As an intensive care unit physician, I wrote the first COVID-19 death certificate at my health system. And since the beginning of the pandemic, I have never taken care of a patient dying from the vaccine. Nearly all the patients in the ICU are unvaccinated. I see healthy young people making their last FaceTime
At the
calls
light,
with their loved
turn
ones
right onto
who
Woodward
need life
Avenue.
support, with a less than 50-50 chance of survival. And this is preventable. You will have to trust me in the intensive care unit. Please trust me now. I trust this vaccine. Mask, distance, above all, vaccinate. Boost, we will only find our way through this if we do it together.
Data shows the COVID vaccine is saving lives. Parents of children 5 years and older should make sure their kids are up to date on the COVID vaccine. And those over 12 years old who are vaccinated should get boosted now. Learn more at michigan.gov/COVID vaccine. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
You can unlock more cash than you realize from your home's equity with a cash out refinance today. In the last year, average home values have gone up nearly 20%. And with Rocket Mortgage, you can unlock thousands in less than 3 weeks. But you've got to act right now before rates go up. So when you're looking to unlock the cash in your home, Rocket can. Call 833-8-ROCKET today or go to rocketmortgage.com to get started. Rates are under 12-21 call. Less than 50 states and consumer access. Call 800-490-1293 for disclosures and cost information.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces.
In 5.5 miles, make a U-turn.
Platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with a Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom. How the world connects.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone. They've got battery solutions for free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination.
Let your voice be heard. Call the G Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The G Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Now's a great time to get a new Toyota. My friend's Bill Golling here for Golling Toyota Warren, telling you about some great values. For April, well-qualified buyers can lease the all-new 2022 Toyota Tundra SR Crew Max 4x4 sign and drive for just $345 a month. Leases for 36 months, 10,000 miles a year, zero down, just plain stock and acquisition fee extras. We have a limited selection to choose from and are located in the corner of Van Dyke and 696. That's Golling Toyota Warren, your Toyota connection. Check us out online at GollingToyota.com.
Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5 Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
A fly ball deep to center field. On the run to Celestino. That ball is gone. Home run! Straight away center. Baez drills a line drive. 3-run shot to center. The Tigers take the lead here in the 8th.
That was awesome. 3-run home run by Baez. He drove in their first run as well. The ball that was a double that could have been a home run. You thought it was going to be a home run when it left the bat. More so than the actual home run. But as we talked about earlier in the show, and 248-539-9797. If you saw it or looked at it, on social media, watched it live, listened to it here with Dan Dickerson, that was one of the worst Tiger plays of a long time. I mean, the pop-up the other day was worse. Yeah, maybe visually, but the consequences of this and when it happened, a walk-off error, basically. They could have been 2 errors on the play. Grossman was not charged with an error.
Well, the one with the Yankees is happening in the first inning.
Yes, this is the bottom of the 9th inning. The Tigers have come back. It's 4-3. And I know it's only one game and we're still in it, but it just pisses me off. It pisses everybody off. And hopefully this is not a precursor of what's to come, because they are 6-10, which is what they were at this time last year. It was just so. Look, you lose sometimes. Like if Soto would have walked the 2 guys, which would have been horrible, and given up a 3-run bomb, and they would have lost, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
But maybe not as pissed as I am now, because what happened on that play, it's fundamental baseball. I mean, you guys have, we talked about it, you guys have kids in the
Oh, yeah. Especially when the guy is standing on third base. Like, the base runner was on third base. There was no play to be made. If you're going to try and make a heroic play, Eric Haas turns and throws the ball to second base. Even then, you don't throw the ball around the infield. All right? They made a base running error. And I disagree. If I'm the third base coach, because there's only 1 out, I keep them all there, and I hope for a long fly ball. You score a run. That's really neither here nor there, because when you have the ball in the infield and the play is basically done, the play is done. Not basically, it is over. Don't throw the base runner was on third base. Why are you throwing the ball?
You shouldn't have thrown the ball, but the play was not done because you had two guys near third base.
No, he wasn't near third base. Look at the replay again. He was on his way back to second. He was 2/3 of the way back to second. So throw it to second.
Well, whatever. But the play was not done. So I had no problem with him, doing what he did. The wrong base though. You run it back to third because the guy originally, by the time Haas got the ball, the guy was coming to third base. And oh my God, we might have two guys on third. All of a sudden, Sano is like rounding. He's almost at second, and nobody at first. I mean,
everybody was retreating to their bag, and he just hold on to the ball. There's no play to be made anywhere.
We always say eat it.
Right.
He should have
around.
Yes, he should have. But
I will look versus what me and John are talking in terms of 10 and 12-year-old baseball. I think at the major league level, you should be able to trust your catcher to go into second or first. If you
were straight up to 12 now.
But still, there's only one out.
I know, John. I'm just trying to make the devil's advocate argument here. I'm all for eating it and seeing another day.
And if you eat it, okay, bases are loaded.
Right.
All right. And then what do you say if Minnesota, they do the little league thing, right? They've got their rally caps on. They turn their hats inside out. And the Tigers are now saying, hey, play at any bag. Force at home.
In 1 mile, make a U-turn.
It doesn't matter. They're out of the game.
I agree. That would have been the perfect thing to do. But
No, not here.
Dan, I understand.
Too far out of the way.
Process of throwing somewhere. That one just wasn't the place to throw it.
You don't throw it. No, you just don't throw it.
These are two plays, though, with the Barnhart thing last week, with the foul or the pop.
In a quarter mile, keep left onto Bembridge Road.
Fundamental things, and there's an extra blame there with Grossman. I thought the little laissez-faire attempt at catching that ball, kind of flinging the glove. I don't know, man. I'm just
supposed
really
to
by this because I know we had that call last week that said
we're supposed to.
The pitcher can catch a pop-up like that. Pitchers do not catch pop-ups that high. Okay, they just don't. It's not the way you play the game.
All right. Let's check out what's going on in the world news. What's up, Patrick?
Well, Roseville police fatally shot a man early Tuesday morning after a car crash.
I don't
on
have that
Rosebank
thing back
Highway.
on.
So there was a Roseville man who was driving when he crossed into oncoming traffic and then basically almost crashed head-on into a semi-truck. And when officers arrived at the scene...
Starting route to 1035 West 12 Mile Road.
In the roadway,
At the stop sign, turn right.
police reportedly told him over and over, hey...
In a quarter mile, turn left onto West Webster Road.
And then apparently he started to lunge at an officer with a knife. That's when the officer fired. The man tried to get back up after he was shot at once. He was still in possession of the knife.
I would.
And the officer then fired several more shots. Now, the Roseville Police Chief, Ryan Monroe, says that the shooting started as a traffic accident and then things escalated. Also said that 2 officers have been placed on paid leave pending the results of the investigation. Wild scene. I can only imagine. Several fake 1936 Red Wings Stanley Cup championship rings were seized by U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers. So there was a shipment containing 10 counterfeit rings, and they were discovered at a port in New York. And it was determined that the rings had a value of approximately $15,000.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Crooks Road.
All right, that should get us back on track.
Well, they must have had real material, but they weren't the actual rings. I mean, maybe they were.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they looked legitimate.
Right.
They were probably made out of, I don't know, what are the rings made out of?
So that must have been a good
Gold?
call, huh?
I don't know. Gold, yeah, whatever they are. They silver, gold, diamonds.
Poor quality diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Vice President Kamala Harris has tested positive for COVID. The White House made the announcement on Tuesday saying that she's not showing any symptoms and was not a close contact of the president in recent days. She tested positive on both a rapid and a PCR test. They say she will isolate in her residence and continue to work remotely.
I have some friend. I have a friend who's been to like 2 in New York. There were 2 weddings the past 3 or 4 weeks. And he got it, his wife got it. Another wedding that their friends were at. It's weird.
At the next light, turn right.
It's not coming back or anything like that, but it's weird.
almost everyone has probably had it at this point.
Yes, I know.
I've never tested positive for COVID. I've never been sick. I'm hoping that I never get it. That's my goal, is to just avoid the whole thing altogether.
At the light, turn right onto Crooks Road.
Hey, I'm not. I won't get tested unless I have symptoms.
Good call there.
Yes.
Unless something requires you to get tested.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, conscious.
So here's an odd survey.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto West 12 Mile Road.
Bathrooms. 14% of men want a urinal in their own homes, while 91% of women said absolutely not. Not that shocking, but that means there's a small percentage of women that do want a urinal in their home, which then makes me wonder, is it just because they want their husbands or sons to use the urinal and they get the bathroom all to themselves?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to worry about the toilet seat being up or down.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Absolutely. I had one when I built a house up north before I moved down, and I put a urinal in it. Yes. It was awesome.
At the next light, turn left.
Absolutely awesome. If anybody is considering it, man. Oh, it was outstanding.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I've never heard of anybody who's had a urinal in their house.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It was great, and it was the best way to potty train Jack.
All right.
Well, that's true.
Because I mean, he thought it was cool. This was outstanding. Wives, women, let your husbands do it. You'll be happy you did.
Yeah.
I think if it was in like a separate little, you know how some bathrooms have like just the little area for the toilet with the door? If I could have that where I could shut it so I don't need to look at it all the time, I think I'd be okay with it.
It's a
You know what I mean?
bathroom.
Like, I don't want to, I know, but I don't want to walk in and see a urinal, or I don't know.
Walk in
I'd
and
like
see
to
a toilet. It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Well,
There's a
in my
sink.
bathroom, there's a door, so I can shut it and I don't have to see the toilet all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you
the
got yourself
toilet
a little
isn't.
private room inside your private room.
Yeah,
Oh.
Did you buy a urinal mint?
A urinal mitt? Yes, there was in. Well, yes, gotta have something to shoot at.
Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Heather. All right, history was made last night in the NHL at the Red Wings' expense, and
In 1.7 miles, turn right onto North Stevenson Highway.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Coming up tomorrow night, Thursday night in the Pro Basketball Playoffs, Game 6 of the first-round series between Philadelphia and Toronto. Philly holding a 3-2 series lead. Philly was up 3-0, has lost the last two games, so starting to get a little interesting. This game going to be played north of the border. Philly, a 1.5-point road favorite, total sitting at 209.5. And look, if you want to bet Philadelphia in this game, you think Philly stars are going to come to play, good luck and Godspeed. I would much rather take the points with Toronto.
All right, now we should be back on track.
By the time it's all said and done, I don't trust Philly at all. So coming up on Thursday night, give me Toronto at any underdog
Sun
price.
seemed
I
to
would
do a
Toronto
really
to
good
win
job.
Philadelphia. That's it for this Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
The Mother Waddles mission has been helping the poorest of the poor for over 50 years. By donating your car, you can help Mother Waddles continue to help those in need. Mother Waddles will use your generous car donation to help a low-income family with transportation. Just think what a difference your car donation will mean to a needy family who has no car. Your car donation will truly change their life. So avoid the hassle of trying
And we gotta
sell
go to
your
the
car
yard after
and
this
donate
one.
it to Mother Waddles. Plus,
get
Mother
gas.
Waddles takes any car, running or non-running. And remember, when you donate your car to Mother Waddles, you are helping Mother Waddles to feed a hungry person and provide shelter to those in need. So change a life today and call Mother Waddles at 313-WADDLES or simply donate your car online at motherwaddles.org. Mother Waddles, a name you can trust. Call 313-WADDLES. That's 313-WADDLES.
Hi, I'm David.
Oh shit! Fucking strike. What do you
work for you.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I decided to come in a little bit earlier today, so I'm already out and ready to go. So what should I get started on? You want me to go to that consumers list? Was everything fixed with that?
Which one?
The consumers list, because remember, or the DTE list, because remember there's consumer shops on it.
No, you were looking at the wrong list.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong list?
Yeah.
Okay, let me check real quick. Is it the 4.26 PKL list? Is that it? That's the backlog list? Or?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. You want me to hit some of these in Redford?
You see, start at the top and work your way down.
Okay. Just so you know, I am leaving early today. I have a dentist appointment, and now I have to, after my dentist appointment, I have to schedule an appointment to get my wisdom teeth removed. Unfortunately.
Okay. Make sure you let Nick know.
Oh yeah, I already talked to everyone. I just was letting you know too.
Okay. All right.
Have you ever got your wisdom teeth removed, man? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little bit anxious about it.
No, I never have.
Man.
Never had an issue with them.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man.
All right.
I'll talk to you.
I'll talk. Just give me a call if you have any issues.
Yes, sir.
All right, bud.
All right, bye.
See ya. Get through somewhere over here.
Arrived.